Hi, how are you? I hope you had a great weekend and you got some sun. I heard it was really, really nice there. Lots of my friends posted pictures of them sunburned, so that's great. I actually haven't really been out in the sun to get any sun tan, just on quick little walks. But I just finished training my dad in on how to do my mom's hair. So this is our attempt at curling my mom's hair. And let's just say it didn't go very well. He burned his hand a lot, but he didn't burn my mom. So it's actually kind of a three-person job with him. So this is the first time that he'll be doing something like this. So when my dad was a college president of two different colleges in Minnesota, and this is not in his wheelhouse at all, is personal beauty with my mom. So it's kind of funny. So I want to give you an overview of what's going on this week just so you don't feel stressed about what's going on. And then I will have another screencast in a couple of days. So for today, you are going to have a work day plus one post test. And the post test is just introducing you to marketing data, which we're not going to talk too much about. And I don't know if you noticed the overview of the whole project is really 5 projects together, project 2, 3, 4, 5. So the data part of it is actually normally you would do market research. You guys would have a focus group, which is really, really fun. Like the students really love doing a focus group. And you would get kids together and ask them for like survey questions on what they think about whatever the topic is you're studying. So we're going to kind of just do that a different way. We're not doing much with data, but I just want you to be familiar with it. So today, Tuesday, is a work day plus one post test. I'm just going to post the rubric and the slideshow so you can always have reference to that. The terminology build for Carson and Emma on the post test that we're doing. And then here's the new grading scale for your post test starting today. So 80 to 100%, you'll get 10 out of 10, 70 to 79, you'll get 8, 60 to 69, you'll get 6, 50 to 59, you'll get 4, and under 50, you get 0. You just have to complete your post test. And then just, I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not, but next week, Tuesday, we're going to have a webinar with a woman who works for a marketing firm in Oconomowoc, and she's going to talk with you about just like setting up your marketing campaign. It's the same woman who did a webinar. Actually, we're doing a Zoom. Same woman who did a webinar that you watched last week. So anyway, it'll be great. So email me by tomorrow at 11:59 if you can't make it work. It's really a one-shot deal, so hopefully you can make that work. Okay, then Wednesday again, work day. Just a reminder on what you need to be working on: your brand description, brand identity, target market, secondary personas, logo, SEO. So SEO is something you kind of work in with your business description or your company description or your person description. Brandon and Ryan, for your terminology build, we're not learning any new content today, so you can go back to Friday's SEO if you want to. There's so much content. There's actually a link that says terminology, and you can use some of that. Just look at what Jenna and whoever else did on Friday, Jenna and Mitch, what they did so you don't repeat anything. Okay, so by the end of Wednesday, this is where you should be, having all these 4 things done and working on your color palette and logo. If you're further than that, then you're doing great. If you don't have that much done, then you probably need to spend a little bit more time. And then a reminder about our webinar next week, Tuesday. By Wednesday, you need to let me know. Okay, Thursday, I'm going to give you an introduction to promotional mix, so I'll do a little screencast for that. And it's not super critical that you know this for this project. It's just an important thing to know in marketing in general. So I'll do a screencast for that. It's actually already in the slides, so you can look at that. And then Friday's also a work day, and I will give you a checklist of what you should have done by Friday, and then you'll share your progress again. I did not yet look at your progress from last Friday, so I'll try to do that in the next couple of days so you can look at it. Again, if you, Megan and Daniel, as you're doing this terminology on this work day, just anything you come across in your research, if you want to add that to it. I know it's not specific, but this is just kind of building on the terminology. So here's what you should have done by Friday, and some of you might even have more than that. So I moved the introduction to advertising to next week. It was supposed to be on Thursday or Friday, but I just feel like you need a good chunk of time to work. So next week I'm going to talk about what advertising is and then some resources for doing your social media posts. which I already posted some of that in SEO, but you'll get your whole marketing campaign. So you'll have like 2 weeks to work on that and learn new content for that, and then your project will be due in a couple of weeks after this week. So you have time, but hopefully you're just getting a really good picture of what your project is going to look like. And I'm excited to look at your progress so far. So I'm going to try to do that later today or tomorrow. I hope you have a great Tuesday, and I'll talk to you soon.